Every day, we are bombarded by more information than we can meaningfully process. We are living through an infodemic, a constant, high-speed stream of clickbait, notifications, and AI-generated content competing for our attention. This relentless digital overload often pushes the brain into a reactive survival mode. Instead of thinking clearly, we start to scan for emotional triggers, absorbing partial truths and losing ourselves in a cycle of immediate, instinctive reactions. The solution is to build a daily wisdom system. This is a cognitive engine grounded in 4 pillars: critical thinking, personal agency, consistency, and intuition. Establishing the system is how you regain agency over your focus. By following a structured process, you can move away from algorithmic manipulation and start navigating your life with deliberate, intentional awareness. The first step is learning to audit your inputs, especially when using artificial intelligence. While AI sounds confident, it is prone to hallucinations, generating information that sounds plausible but is entirely fabricated. AI fabricates facts because it relies on statistical pattern prediction. It is trained to predict the most likely next word in a sequence to create a coherent-sounding sentence, often at the direct expense of factual accuracy. To defend yourself, use the verify mnemonic. Look for vague matches, excessive specificity, recent unproven claims, inconsistent information, familiar-sounding fake names, and yes-man responses that merely echo your own assumptions. When you spot these red flags, create a 3-layer audit trail. Start with a quick check of titles and authors, move to a detailed search in academic databases, and for critical claims, seek out expert verification. Strictly vetting your digital intake is the only way to protect your personal integrity. It ensures your beliefs are built on verified evidence rather than algorithmic deception. Once you have filtered your digital inputs, you can apply that same analytical rigor to real-world problems, like resolving a stressful workplace conflict. This is the 7-step blueprint for logical analysis. It is a systematic checklist designed for objective decision-making when you are under pressure. Step 1 requires you to identify the problem and its core assumptions. Step 2 focuses on performing adequate research to gather diverse data. In Step 3, you filter out the fluff and emotional noise that adds unnecessary weight. Step 4 is the critical pivot, asking relevant questions. By questioning your own assumptions, you eliminate the mental filters that often cause us to jump to premature conclusions. Finally, you identify the best solution based on cause and effect, present it clearly to others, and perform a postmortem to analyze if your plan held up. Applying this rigorous structure turns a chaotic, emotionally charged situation into a solvable, actionable plan. However, logic alone isn't enough to solve complex human issues. Relying only on checklists can lead to analysis paralysis, leaving you detached from the people involved. This is why the system uses wisdom as a mediator. In this model, wisdom is the keystone that bridges your analytical intellect with your moral spirit. To integrate these, run your logical plan through your biological centers. You start with the brain to clarify the facts, constraints, and long-term implications of your choice. Then you check in with the heart to ensure your plan respects your relationships, and the gut to assess your instinctual timing. This uses your body's entire nervous system to verify your logic against your lived experience. This full biological integration ensures that your final plans are not just technically correct, but they are also empathetic and intuitively sound. Maintaining this level of clarity requires a consistent habit of slowing down. To stay sharp, you must intentionally break your digital patterns at the end of every day. Physically put away your devices, step away from the screen, and open a physical paper notebook for an offline reflection. Answer 2 specific prompts. When did I do my worst thinking today, and why? And what intuition did I ignore? The physical act of writing forces your mind to slow down. It allows you to metabolize difficult or stressful experiences, turning them into usable knowledge you can apply tomorrow. This daily analog reset restores the balance between your logic and your feelings. It grounds you in your own experiences rather than the echoes of a digital feed. You have now seen the full process: filtering digital noise, applying structured logic to conflict, and checking your plans against your instincts. These steps are not just a one-time fix. Practicing these filters and frameworks daily builds a mental discipline that prevents you from being misled by speed or emotion. It creates a state of alignment where your logic and your instincts work together consistently. Challenge yourself to start today. That one article using the Verify framework, and tonight spend 5 minutes journaling instead of scrolling. Information will continue to arrive faster than ever, but your attention remains your own. Choosing to step out of the algorithm and back into physical reality provides the clarity and distance required to live by your own judgment.